Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm also doing perfectly well. Thank you so much for asking me too. Okay, am I audible and visible to you properly?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible and visible clearly.
Great. Okay, since we are meeting for the very first time, so first I want you to introduce yourself.
Ma'am, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Rahul and I'm from Haryana. And
Wow.
in my family, apart my parents and grandmother, I have an elder sister. As far as
Hmm.
my qualification, I am a postgraduate. I have done my MSc in mathematics, and my hobbies is listening to English podcast, watching English movies, and I love play cricket. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, you love to listen to English songs, watch English
Yes,
movies.
yes,
Great.
ma'am.
And you live in a joint family.
Yeah, ma'am. I live in a
Perfect.
joint family.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what are you doing currently?
ma'am. I work as a teacher in a private school.
Oh, okay. So I'm talking to a teacher. And which subject do you teach?
Ma'am, I teach English, maths, and reasoning too.
Oh, wow. Reasoning in
And I'm also
schools. Mm?
Yes, yes. And also my running YouTube channel.
Wow. May I know the name of the channel?
Varsagyan,
Wait a
Varsagyan.
second. Okay, got it. Okay, what kind of videos? English speaking, related to English speaking. Okay, you got one more subscriber today.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay. Uh, since when have you been teaching in the private school?
Ma'am, last 6 months I'm teaching.
Okay, and what else do you want to do in your life?
Ma'am, I want to become a public speaker in my
Okay,
life.
great.
That's why, I join school because I want to, overcome my hesitation to face people. So,
Mm. So, public speaker, it means do you want to motivate others? Do you want to help
yes,
others?
ma'am. I'm
Wow,
also running my motivational channel. I have completed 4,400, YouTube family.
4,400. Okay, that's also lovely. Hmm. And since when have you been running both the channels?
Ma'am, last Varsagyan, I made in 2017, but last 6 months I'm continue upload videos and my One Soon Knowledge channel, I made in 2023, September 2023.
Okay, got it. Okay, so do you upload videos related to conversation or just related to English language?
Ma'am, advanced English spoken structure upload.
Okay, I would love to
Yes,
watch it
ma'am.
then.
I learned and I upload.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it. Hmm. So I think you already play a role of motivating people or students in the school itself, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I have many times visited Ganganagar because my maternal uncle house there.
Oh wow. Whenever you come again, let me know. I would love to meet
Okay,
my
ma'am.
subscribers. I
Okay.
haven't met yet. That is why there is a wish to meet my subscribers. Okay, so whenever anybody who is watching the video on YouTube also, if you guys ever come to Shri Ganganagar, let me know. You can send me an email whenever you have a proper plan to visit Shri Ganganagar. I would definitely love to meet.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am. You are doing good work, ma'am. And last time yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have some questions. If you don't mind, can you clear, please?
sure.
Ma'am,
I
how
would
can
love to.
you, how can you, okay, ma'am, how can you improve our English, ma'am, at home alone?
At home alone. For this thing, I would highly recommend first, which is to be determined. If you are determined, you can learn on your own. it is a bit challenging. That is why people sometimes ask me, and I always suggest to have a tutor, hire a tutor and join somebody, or join any particular application where you can get feedback. But if somebody is totally determined and have the desire, the strong desire in their heart, in their mind, and they can make a proper plan, then they can learn. So it should, first thing that is required is a strong desire. You should know your why,
Okay,
you
sir.
should have the strong desire, should have the discipline. Second is discipline, in which consistency also plays a vital role. When you are disciplined with your, the whatever you want to achieve, whatever you want to do in life, and you are consistent with the practice that is required, okay, then you can learn anything at home. It is not just about the language. Anything, any skill you can master on your own, because nowadays everything is accessible easily, right? So
Okay, ma'am.
whatever skill
Okay.
you pick from online and you want to master it, you can, being in discipline and then following the things very consistently. Then later it depends on the level, mindset, perception. According to your level, you should make a proper plan for yourself. Like if you are
Okay.
a beginner, you should learn just two new words, making your own sentences, connecting the words with yourself, reading a few chapters or reading a few pages, or listening to somebody repeating
Okay,
after them,
ma'am.
like a few things which you can mention in your chart. And if you are an intermediate,
Okay.
so I guess you already know a bit English, then you can start speaking too with co-learners, start connecting with other people too, which will boost your confidence, which will help you to mitigate your fear, hesitation. Okay, so according to their level, they can make a proper plan for themselves, and they should not skip a single day, like not even the Sunday. Then I guess it is
Okay,
possible to
ma'am.
learn English on their own. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. This is my first conversation with you, and I don't know how to speak, but I'm little bit nervous. But I'm big fan of you. I watch all your videos every day. I
Wow.
listen, and
Hmm.
yes, ma'am. So second question is, ma'am, how to you correct our pronunciation, ma'am?
Okay. First, thank you so much for watching my videos and for supporting me and for connecting to
Oh,
me today. And you don't need to be nervous in front of me. It's not that much big deal. Okay, you are also a teacher, so you
okay.
understand it is right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how to improve pronunciation. First is shadowing, which I already mentioned. Like do shadowing practice, which will definitely enhance your pronunciation. And while doing shadowing,
Oh,
when you are listening to a native speaker, listen to them very carefully. Observe their lips too, like how they are pronouncing, where their tongue, if it
okay.
touching the upside, or whatever the way of speaking, whatever the way they are using. And if you like somebody's way of speaking, then you can try to mimic or try to shadowing them. Second thing, I
Okay,
don't
ma'am.
do personally. I tried sometimes, but I don't enjoy doing that practice, honestly. But I can tell you that is tongue twisters. You can try some twisters, and they are really helpful. But for in my
Okay.
case, shadowing works well, and that is why I prefer to do the shadowing practice, like listening to a native speaker and repeating after them. Yeah.
Okay. Before this session, I was listening. You recently uploaded 1.5 hour before videos. That man was saying you have to listen carefully. So I
Mm.
noticed. I will listen from today carefully to everyone.
Yeah, yeah, that helps a lot. Yes.
Yeah. And ma'am, how to connect with people strongly and we can motivate them.
Here, motivation speaker is in front of me, so you have to tell me how to motivate others. I'm not that motivational speaker at all, I guess, but you are aspiring to become a motivational speaker, so you have to tell me how to motivate.
Yeah, because I read a lot of motivational speaker. I learned from there, and then I make videos and I upload. So I don't
Okay.
know, but strongly I don't know. Yeah.
Hmm. It's a skill again, I must say, and we can master. But first, we should have the desire to help others, desire to. In this particular field, like when people are feeling demotivated while learning the language, or when they have the doubts, okay, I'm not good enough, or the person who is talking to me is better than me, when I find these kind of doubts, then I am able to help them a bit, like what are the thoughts they should generate for themselves, and have a proper, positive conversation every day with themselves first. See, we whenever we see mirror, we see our face, dress, and everything.
Yes,
We forget to see the inner voice, hear the inner voice, or see what we are feeling. So I think that is also imperative to listen to yourself, what is happening, what is going on in your mind, and what you are thinking and what you are feeling. So we should constantly ask these questions, that how are you feeling, or what are your fears, and if there are some fears, we should counter them. We should ask, okay, why you are feeling like this. So if you just do that, what we can say, a proper brainstorming, like whatever is going in your mind, why, then from where it came, and how, then find the solution, how we can overcome, how we can mitigate that. So this can help you once you start writing your thoughts, okay, one by one,
yes,
which is kind of acknowledgement of your own things. And if you want to grow in life, so always you should be aware of the things which you have done in the past and were not good
yes,
for you. So you can avoid doing that. You can reframe indulging in that bad habits or bad things, bad deeds you have already done in past. That can help you second the things which you actually in present moment enjoy a lot doing. For example, I love doing these kind of sessions. I love talking to people. I love creating videos on YouTube. And now my path is clear to me that I want to be a public, not public speaker, a personality development trainer and a language trainer. So once you are with yourself, sitting, writing down about yourself, what you have done, what didn't work well, what you are not enjoying, but the things if you are doing right now and you are enjoying, then note down the things. Whatever you do, how you feel about it. Okay, so
yes,
that can give you the clarity, like what you should follow. And according to that, if there is something you enjoy, but you think like you are
yes,
lacking in that, okay, so you think that I'm not that much good enough to represent myself, or I'm not that much enough to give 100%, then find the required skills. What are the required skills that I should master now? Then you can just pick one by one and you can work upon yourself. There is a book which is Atomic Habit, which also can help you a lot. If you have any bad habit which is, hindering your progress, which is making you lazy, which is, fostering that procrastination in yourself, then you can just
oh,
take help from that book. And whenever you read a book, just try to utilize that actual things and start doing it, and incorporate some new habits which can help you foster the learning attitude and grow in life. And one more thing I have recently, not recently, but truly, like 100% I have realized it now. Like whenever you see somebody's success, appreciate it.
yes,
Always appreciate it. Only the things come back to you, the things which you appreciate a lot. If you are cursing, if you are feeling jealous, if you have, envy towards anyone's success, anyone's happiness, you will not receive these things in your life ever.
yes, ma'am, you're right.
Right? You should be happy for others too. Okay, they are growing
Others,
great. Yeah, you should appreciate. This is what I have learned, and I'm very content with myself nowadays. Whatever happens around me, I don't care. And when I see somebody's thriving, when I see somebody's growing, I literally say out loud to the universe, like, yeah, spread the happiness, spread the growth. And when I send money to somebody, I always say, like, go with the love and come with the love. So these are the like positive thoughts, positive affirmations
yes,
that you should always appreciate and incorporate in your life, which genuinely helps a lot.
yeah.
I hope
Thank you,
that
ma'am. Give me,
that will help you.
yeah, yeah, very, very thankful,
I was
ma'am,
trying
to
to
give
become
me
the motivational
this.
speaker, though I am not. Right
Yeah,
now I'm not,
yeah,
but yeah, I will be one day, I guess.
Yeah, I'm very thankful, ma'am, to give me some wonderful, instructions about
You're
the.
welcome.
So, ma'am, when I go to school, a lot of student ask me, sir, how can we, overcome to our, speaking English speaking fear?
Fear, yes.
So,
Fear is not
yes,
related
ma'am.
to the language first. It is not interconnected. First, let them speak in their own mother tongue. If they are comfortable
Yes,
to share their own thoughts, ideas, needs, desire, point of views, everything in their own mother tongue in front of 10 students, then you can switch to the other language. First, focus on the attitude, perception, mindset. Like,
ma'am.
I think the imperative thing in today's world is just a shift in mindset. Once the
Okay.
mindset has changed a bit, people can do the things what they want to do in their life or what they want to pursue in their life. I think that is related to the attitude more than the language. So if they have fear, first, as you know, you can just motivate them, and the fear
Yeah,
doesn't vanish like in a blink of an eye. It requires
yeah,
a constant practice for a long period of
yeah,
time. So I also had fears, I also had doubts, hesitation. But one
yeah.
thing I kept doing was to not stop. Not
Yes,
do not just let your fear, monitor you or become heavy on you. Just try yourself, but whenever you feel even down, still trying to do something. So that is one thing which
yeah,
is constant practice is required in that field too. Anything, if there is anything that you want to master, you have to put efforts into the practice
yeah,
constantly. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man, generally I spoke him that you have to speak. Actually, you want to speak. Speaking comes by speaking. Without speaking, you can't speak a single word.
You,
So,
as a teacher, you can do one more thing. Like when you tell them to speak in front of 10 to 20 students, try to,
yeah,
like, you are able to provide an English environment right now, right? But try to provide an
yes, ma'am.
environment where nobody judges anyone. That is
Yeah, you are
essential.
saying right.
Because if
Yeah,
one student who is already feeling a lot of fear in himself, hesitation is there, he is trying to gather, muster the courage, go in front of 20 students and speak, right? But because of the fear, because of the hesitation, it's inevitable that he
yes,
will
ma'am.
make a mistake, right? And he is not even
Yeah, right.
very good at English, so he has the doubt already that I'll make a mistake. Once he make a mistake or two mistake while speaking, and the 20 student sitting in front of him, if they laugh,
Yes, ma'am.
the motivation goes down immediately,
Yeah,
right? And the
yes, you're
next
saying
time
right.
when you will ask him to come and speak, he will have the same, thought in his mind. And these kind of
Yes,
thoughts,
ma'am.
if he is getting these kind of thoughts again and again and again, the fear will
Yes,
become like too big. It will be too difficult for him to break that, unlearn
break.
things, ignore people, because that laugh, that people how they are looking at this person, that will remain in his mind, right?
Yeah, ma'am. You're
So
saying
being
right.
a
Yeah,
student, it is possible to create the non-judgmental environment, and if you are able to do that, this is great thing that you can add in students life, and they will remember you forever.
yeah, you are saying right, ma'am. So, ma'am, how many essential, phrasal verbs to speak English? Can you tell me?
uh Even we can go with the simple English too. See, Hindi,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
There are a lot of advanced words and things which I don't even know the name, but we don't use while
yeah,
speaking, right?
yeah,
We speak
right.
very simple English, but when somebody gives you an editorial written in Hindi, we will not be able to
Yes,
understand it at
yeah,
all
yeah,
because they
you are
use
saying right.
very advanced words and phrases. Like I don't know the name exactly in Hindi. So initially focus on the simple English,
Simple
which
English.
so you can just explain and demonstrate your ideas properly, and the other person also is able to understand you properly. This should be the first motto, because language, like, what is the motto of learning the language? to make them
Yeah.
understand, right? It's
Yes.
not
Right.
just always
Right.
to impress others. Yeah, there are some
Yes.
certain areas, like if you are becoming somebody who is like most popular, and like in the USA, in the UK, people are going to invite you on a big platform. That is a different
Yes.
thing. Okay. But for
Yeah.
now, being in India, for getting a job, for something, like we have to just very explicit, we want to just express our ideas explicitly to them so they can understand
Yes.
our point of view, right? So we should always keep that first motive of learning the language, which is to make them understand, to make your point clearly. So that is
Oh.
why it is up to you, like now you want to be an advanced speaker, and I also. So now we can work on the phrasal verbs, on the idioms, on the advanced words. So this is possible.
Yeah.
If somebody aspire to do it, they can do it. Yeah.
Okay. Generally, I spoke better. You have to watch cartoon videos because
Mm.
you have to use simple words. Because in
Hmm.
cartoon videos we can understand easily, and they use a simple words, ma'am.
Simple. Yes.
So
Good.
yeah, so, ma'am. And have you ever been, sorry, I'm asking, ma'am, how can, we speak if I'm talking to you, so I
Yeah.
feel nervous. I'm feeling nervous.
Hmm.
So how can we control our, madam, you know, fear? I will say, I don't know.
You don't need to control it.
Yeah,
Face it. Right now, you are doing
face
a
it.
great thing toward for yourself. That you are facing the fear. You are feeling hesitant,
Yeah,
but you didn't give up the session. You didn't quit from it. Okay. It is your
yes,
first session, right?
yeah, it's
If
my
you if you
process.
do it 50 times with me only, how would you feel?
Okay,
How would you
yeah,
feel?
I'm feeling great. I'm
you
feeling
will you
great
will
and
feel
confident.
comfortable,
I'm
confident.
comfortable and confident.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you don't need to control it. Just
Yeah,
face it. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Man, जब I was first time go to school, so
Mm-hmm.
I was standing in front of a lot of students. My
Mm-hmm.
my legs, trembling, and I can't
Shivering.
explain.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happens.
So I,
Pretty normal.
yeah,
Mm. I
yeah, and
remember. Mm-hmm. Go on.
yeah, I'm speak.
Yeah, you were saying something. First, complete that.
I was saying, yeah, I was saying कि I listen a lot of videos on YouTube, and they spoke you have to use advanced word, and you have to use phrasal verbs, then you can speak good English, and without phrasal verbs you can't speak good English. So I asked you.
Yeah, it's not always possible that it's not always true that you can't speak English if you don't know advanced words. Basic words, if you know, you can speak. We are able to speak Hindi with the basic words. Then why we judge English on the basis of advanced words only? That's not true. In your case, I think as you want to be a public speaker, what you can do is whenever you listen to a public speaker or a motivational speaker, listen to
Okay.
them thrice or four times or five times. After that, whatever
Yes.
you got, try to speak in your own language. As you already make videos, so I think you then create. That's
Yes.
great. Okay, yeah, that helps. Hmm.
Okay, ma'am, please give me three tips in this video to improve English speaking skills.
We were talking about that only since the starting. Okay, three tips. To a
Yeah.
beginner, to you, right?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. So first, tell me, which level you consider yourself at.
Ma'am, I don't honestly I don't know what is my level.
Okay,
Currently.
no
Yes,
problem.
ma'am.
Do you speak in English? Do you explain everything in English in the class in school?
Yes, I can explain, madam, everything, and
Mm.
I understand everything in English,
Okay, so it means
but I
you
can't.
are a
I
bit
can
intermediate.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I
Okay.
can't speak. When I speak, my words fumble and I stuck.
See, if you fumble a lot, then I think you need to focus on the thought process too. What
thought
happens
process.
sometimes, our thoughts run a little faster than we speak,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So when one thought comes, you start speaking. Without completing one thought, there is a second, third, fourth, and you get confused.
Yeah. Yes.
It used to
Confused.
happen
Yes.
with me. Yeah. Okay. So you have to master your thought process a bit. They should come a bit slower, or you can control a bit over your thoughts. And if there are some thoughts, master to make a bullet points in your mind itself. Like right now, I explained a lot of, I gave answer to your a lot of questions, and there were a lot of thoughts coming into my mind when I was speaking. But immediately, I was trying to make some bullet points. Okay, this thing you can mention, this thing you can mention. So you have to master it. Why it
Yes,
happens?
ma'am.
First, there is a fear, hesitation.
Okay.
Second, when two thoughts comes, together, we lose the
Yeah.
connection immediately. We lose the
Yes.
connection because sometimes the thoughts are already there and we are looking for a word or for a linking word. Like, what should I use here?
Yeah.
Like, however, and the flip side, that is why, that is what I wanted to say. And this is how I
Yeah.
like, these are the linking words. We are busy already to find those words, and the thoughts are also coming. So there are a lot of
Yeah.
things going on in our mind. So it is kind of a mind game too. So you have to do the some meditation, do breathing exercise. Honestly, in that case, breathing
Yeah. I do
exercises help
Yes.
me a
So
lot.
sorry interrupt to you. I do meditation 20 minutes every day, ma'am.
Wow, that will help you.
Mhm.
Have you realized some changes, some
Yeah. A lot
benefits
of
in
changes,
yourself?
ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
A lot of
Hmm.
changes, ma'am, in my life. Last 6 months, continuously, I do meditation and I do worship in the evening, and I
Wow.
got up, in the morning for AM, and after that I go to gym. Yeah.
Wow. That will help you
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lot with time. Yeah. And one thing also, we should be aware of that, that these things time. Take time. So be patient with it. Do not be impatient. So similarly, as you hit the gym, so you are not impatient with getting in a proper shape or with getting, so it's not possible to achieve everything in just a few days. You have to hit the gym for 3 months, I guess, continuously. Then you will be able to see the
Yes.
results. Similarly, when you are learning a language, people get excited when they start learning. For 15 days, they make a proper plan, they do everything. After 15 days, if there is no result, they quit the journey. It's not possible like this. We have to be patient. It takes time. But one thing is very inevitable, that if you put your efforts into the practice for a long period of time, long, it means like I have been
Yeah.
doing for 2 years. Now I can see the changes in myself. Right. If I go back and watch my the oldest video, I know how I was.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
but the consistent practice made me like this. And I truly believe, like, if I still persistently do it, I will be the phenomenal speaker one day. I know, very soon, maybe in a year. Yeah, so that is
Yes.
about practice. Okay. That you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
try. Hmm.
And I think last Sunday I was watching your videos, ma'am. So I decided, yeah, Rahul, I have to change your life, and in 5 months I will speak confidently, perfectly, and I make my plans. So I decided I have to connect with all of them, madam. So I send mail you. So I will start from you.
Many
So
people. Before you also, I had a session at 4 p.m. He was also saying he
yeah.
is also a teacher, and he has
Mm.
started his institution recently. He doesn't get much time to practice. He does only the speaking practice on different applications. He was also saying, you are the first one. I also thought to just send emails and talk to people, and you are the first one who just replied to me and booked a session. I thought you would not join me at all. Like, no, I connect with everyone whenever I get free time. It's not like that. This is one which I enjoy a lot, because I get a chance to interact with people who are teachers, who are in IT sector, who are businessmen, who are housewives, who are advocate. Like, there are a lot of professions, and I get a chance to interact with everyone. So this is one which I enjoy a lot. At the same time, I get to know, like, I get a chance to connect people from different background, different culture, different language. So it's great. And that is why I learned how to be humble, how to be kind, how to be,
Yeah.
that is why I enjoy now. So I have learned a lot of things from people itself. I must give this credit to all of you. Thank you.
And I can say your nature is so beautiful, madam. You are a
Thank you.
helpful. Yeah, yeah.
I have
So
learned with time.
yes, and yesterday I was watching your video. So you spoke from Ganganagar. So I thought, yeah, because I am looking around there, so I can connect and I can talk to you. So I
Yeah.
feel confident. Yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that's lovely to know that you are from Haryana. And which place in Haryana?
Mahendragarh district, man.
Mm. Okay. From Mehendargarh, we had people in Navodaya. Like I'm from Navodaya. I did my schooling from Navodaya. So I was there for
Navodaya.
7 years. So we had the
Yeah,
clusters always in every year.
oh,
So from Mehendargarh, always we received teams for the
yeah,
particular
yeah,
game. And
same
from
here.
my school also, we used to go to Mehendargarh. Yeah. Great.
There, my sister Divya, you did here. She's a wushu athlete and gold medalist. State
Wow.
Divya Yadav. Yeah,
Wow. Great. Lovely to know it. Okay. What does she do now?
my sister.
Yeah.
She, joined. I think I don't know how to speak in English.
Okay. No problem.
She works in SDM office, man. I will
Mm.
say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Great.
yes.
Okay.
And
Anything
at
else
the
that
behalf of the madam, she joined.
on?
She joined as a behalf of game, man.
Mm.
I will say.
Okay. Okay. Because of games, she got it. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I can help you with, or I can answer your any of the questions, or you have completed all the questions?
Yeah, ma'am. My last question is when we speak English,
Hmm.
and a lot of student ask, sir, we speak English, and our field of friends, and our their peoples laugh at me. So we feel unconfident. So how can we face them?
Like it's easier bit for elders now. I don't know how much, but easier only when they master the skill of ignoring others or let them
No.
laugh. Right. But in kids' case, like they are too young, so they don't know that how to ignore, how to let them laugh. It actually affects them, right? In that case, you are the source who can motivate them a lot. You have to change their mindset. You have to feed, the positive thoughts into their mind, because during school time they can get those new and different things. Otherwise in society, when they are playing with others, they will get those random stuff which may be not helpful for them in future,
Yes, yes,
or maybe
yes,
that
ma'am.
can hinder their progress, hinder their way of thinking. But in school you can create that environment which we already talked about, right? To just non-judgmental environment. Yeah.
Oh. And thank you, ma'am. In this video, I made a lot of mistake, but yeah, I promise you, when we meet next time, I will
Hmm.
correct myself, and
Sure. Sure.
I
Thank you so much.
will speak, yeah, correctingly.
Do
Yes,
not
thank
think
you, ma'am.
about the
Give me your.
mistakes. This is best thing about my community. My community means the subscribers on my channel. They don't judge others. Just come. They
Oh,
are able to relate actually with others. Because for
yes,
Indians,
ma'am.
this language is a second language for everybody. We are Indians, right? We have to
Yes,
accept it.
yes,
And
yes.
we should accept it. So everyone is able to relate with the other learner. Right. That is why they
Okay.
don't judge. So you don't need to worry about that at all. Because you see, when I started, I also used to make a lot of mistakes. Still, I have posted all the videos. Why? Because I know if they are
Yeah.
judging, because I also, the mindset also I have that if they are judging, I don't care at all. Because one day, yeah, they are judging, and next day they will ask me the tips and tricks, and that is happening. One day, if
Yes.
anybody has judged or had judged me, today they are watching my
Yeah.
videos just to know the tips and tricks that how I mastered. The same can happen to you. Like today, if somebody is laughing at you, maybe one day after 2 years, they will ask you, how did you do it? Pretty simple,
Okay.
right?
Oh,
Yeah. So just
yes,
do
I
not think about the
understand.
mistakes at all. Yeah. Yes, so now we have to wind this session up right here. Thank you so much for sending me the email and for coming
Thank
along and talking to me. It was
thank
really
you.
lovely talking to you. And I hope this helped
Thank
you.
you. Okay, yeah, it's very, very thankful, ma'am, for me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Bye bye.